Alright, I'm Sovereign Sage, and we're trying to finish the third part of the Lantern Rite, and a bunch of weird shit happened in the last video. Like a thing between Lumine and Xiao, and then Venti showing up. This is ridiculous.
Now that we've enjoyed this table full of delicacies, how about we let our one and only chef here do the honors?
Uh-oh.
Is this really the way this works? I didn't cook any of these dishes. It's not a big deal. Just look at her. Xiangling, the disciple of an adeptus, the stove god's best companion, the winner of the Masterful Chef's competition.
What was that synchronized clapping? What the hell was that?
The only heir of the famous One Mean restaurant. A good old friend of mine. There's no better choice.
Why does Paimon feel like we're back at square one again?
Fuck, why don't I just do it?
Please stop! You're making me embarrassed! If we're looking for a distinguished guest, surely the second son of the Feyou Commerce Guild counts. It's one of the largest commerce guilds in the U.S. Harbor.
Huh? Don't get me involved in this.
Oh, he looks so embarrassed.
Oh, not a bad choice. With the Commerce Guild's young master lighting the incense, we're all sure to make a huge sum for it in the new year.
That's not how it works. Making a fortune is indeed a fine wish, but it's of lesser importance than good health and happiness, which means we should choose Chongyun, the skilled exorcist who keeps everyone's home safe from evil spirits.
Huh? Now you're nominating me?
Well, why not?
I can't be the one when we have the Conqueror of Demons right here. Adeptus Xiao has the most seniority among everyone here today. We should...
I refuse. I am most certainly not the most distinguished guest here.
Is he going to say it, Zhongli?
You should all be able to make the right judgment based on your observations.
Wait, don't, Xiao.
One person here is well acquainted with everyone else.
Xiao, no! No.
Oh, that's right.
Oh, son of a bitch.
Even though you're always mocking Paimon, you're still pretty popular with other people.
True.
No, wait. Paimon said she would talk to you again.
I'm not the only well-connected person here, though.
Huh? Who else is there?
Take a look in the mirror. You, of course.
Huh? Huh? Does that mean Paimon's the most distinguished guest? Oh, well, that was unexpected!
I agree. Paimon's just the one we need.
Oh my god.
Without a friend constantly by your side, a long journey would become dreadfully lonesome. But once you have someone there to brighten up the atmosphere, everything along the way will become lively and vibrant too.
Ah. The traveler has traversed many nations and left behind a great deal of fascinating stories. But without Paimon, they would have become quite monotonous.
We're just flattering her. I don't think any of the things you're saying is true.
Paimon plays an indispensable role in making your journey a happy and smooth one.
Well, she has been there with me throughout everything, and she always gives her opinion on shit, so... And I have almost died twice in front of her. She was there when I fought Child, which I almost got overpowered. He almost overpowered me. I don't even know if I would have cared about that one, though. And then the Electro Archon struck me. So... And then we fought Scar, and she was there too, and then he like, lifted me with wind and punched me in the face, which was sweet.
You guys! Paimon's not used to being praised like that.
Especially by the Animo and Geo Archon, holy crap.
Those were genuine compliments, right?
Of course, you're the best travel companion ever.
Thank you. You made Paimon wait for a long time, but Paimon's not that anymore.
That gaze on Zhongli is gonna freak me the holy hell out.
Don't take everything to heart, Paimon. Friends tease each other all the time.
That is indeed true.
That means Paimon is as important to the Traveler as Globa is to me. Looks like we've come to an agreement. Any objections before we proceed?
I trust the Traveler's judgment.
Oh?
Then Paimon it is. And now, the world's most excellent Traveler's greatest companion, guide, and friend. Paimon will be refilling and lighting the incense for us. Here you go. Take the match and don't burn yourself. But if things go really wrong, here's a 2-for-1 coupon.
Oh my god. Miss Laughter's applause? She clumsily lights the incense. You'll have a relaxed heart-to-heart chat all the way until nightfall. Not that everyone's had their fill of delicious food and tea, it's time to say goodbye. It would have been cute to see an actual cutscene of her really lighting it, though. And I'm pretty sure I'm not the only person who thinks that. It could have been like a 5-second animation of her lighting the match and then lighting it. And then it lights and then everybody claps and then it ends. Like, it would have been not too hard, but I'm pretty sure making that shit is hard, so. Since they have to animate it, and I'm sure that takes time. Which is probably why they didn't. Ooh. I wonder what happens if you would have told Xiao that it was Zhongli's fault, because he's really defensive of Zhongli. He probably would have been like, how dare you say that?
It's getting late. I won't take up any more of your time. You're all free to go as you please.
Thanks for the treat, Director.
Yep, the tea was amazing too.
You don't have to go all polite on me. Just remember to come when I invite you next time. Let's see. It's dark out, so I'm going to accompany Xiangling, Sing Cho, and Chongyun back home. As for the rest of the guests, I'll leave them to our consultants.
No need. I'm headed towards the harbor to meet a friend on the ship. There's no need to trouble one such as Mr. Jean Li. I think you know the place I'm talking about. Come meet me anytime.
I will.
It was great getting to know you all. Let's meet again when the spring breeze begins to blow.
Bye. Oh, we should write poetry together sometime.
Please walk away normally and do not wisp away.
We'll catch you all later then. Don't forget to return to the parlor later. There's something I need you to do.
Me?
Understood.
Or him?
See you later.
Bye.
Well then.
Rex Lapis.
Just Zhongli will do.
He's like, don't call me that shit in front of people. What the fuck is wrong with you? I didn't go through the trouble of disguising my pool dragon form into a human for you to call me that shit. Like, I didn't go through all the trouble to disguise myself as this man for you to call me out like that, you asshole.
I live as a mortal in Leo Harbor now. I am just one among many who begin work at sunrise and retire to rest at sundown. If we were to consider status and seniority as Zhongli, I should be respectfully referring to you as Adeptus Shao.
Heaven forbid.
Adeptus Shao, like, I think they want us to say that, but I'm gonna just, can we stop teasing him for now?
I meant what I said.
Okay.
I heard that during the Lantern Rite Music Festival, you conferred with Streetward Rambler and Cloud Retainer. I take it as you've gained a lot more knowledge about the past?
Yes, and about how your wife, Guizhang, died?
The same truth will sound different coming from different people. As more bear witness to a story, feelings and interpretations expand in variety too. I once had a pleasant chat about the past and present with a Sumeru scholar named Soraya. and learned a few things about her research topic from the evidence she found and the conclusion she made. Her area of research is already very close to the truth, but there are multiple sides to humans and gods alike. In the legends recorded by humans, some gods were depicted as arrogant and condescending, while others were kind and capable. But whether to me, Streetwood Rambler, Cloud Retainer, or younger adepti such as Shao and Ganyu, those adepti and gods that may seem extraordinary to humans are something more akin to close companions. This was as true back then as it is right now. Just how Shao may seem unapproachable to most, but the Traveler has proved otherwise.
Yeah, well, I did try really hard when I first met him. I kept coming after him, and he was like, what the hell's your problem?
So there's no need to dwell too much on certain things.
Zhongli, what you're saying is...
It looks like you understood what I meant. Ah, the director asked me to accompany you on your return. But I don't think you'll need my protection. I'll be taking a walk around and admiring the night scenery. After that, it'll be time for me to go back and meet up with the director. Goodbye for now.
He's like, you don't need my fucking help. But what, you see, what's kind of curious about that, though, is what if something was to happen? What if I was to be attacked by something and he's like, you don't need my protection, but then something was to happen after that? Wouldn't he feel bad?
Everyone's gone now. Paimon always feels a little empty inside when a lively celebration ends.
Same.
But at least you always stay by Paimon's side.
Until you betray me, that is.
No. Paimon got it mixed up. Paimon, the best and most distinguished travel guide, will always stay by your side, Traveler.
I'm afraid there will be a lot to ask of you in the future, too, most distinguished Paimon.
Good that you're aware of that. Shell, is there anything else you want to do? We could take you on a tour of Liyue Harbor.
No need. I've stayed here for much longer than I had expected. The city lights are a fine sight, but it's time for me to leave. The events of today occurred so abruptly. I appreciate your kindness.
The feeling's mutual. You don't have to thank me every time.
Okay. I'll see you next time, then.
Why are you hesitating, bro? He leaves like that in the middle of the city? You don't think people are gonna find that weird? Say goodbye to everybody. Done. Look at her leg. Did you see it for a minute? It was twisted the other way. That animation. Alright, well that's done. That took a while. Still 28. Well, now we have to go meet up with Alhaitham. Actually, I was supposed to go meet Sino. But I also needed to do my commissions. But it's still early in the day. It really is early. It's only like 12:12 in the afternoon. So. Yeah, I was supposed to go meet Sino. Oh, my leg. The way I'm sitting is kind of painful. Well, actually, when I was playing last time, the things I was looking at regenerated in 2 hours, so they probably regenerated. I think it's interesting, though, to see characters that I like interact, because Shanling and Changyin are always in my team. So it's good to see them react to each other. I was gonna strike that bird, because I can get the fell, but I felt wrong, so I didn't. I have so many, I don't even think I need them anymore. Yeah, I mean, that was kind of surprising though, seeing Venti in Liyue. That's something I never would have thought would happen. I'm quite serious. Like, it is kind of shocking. You don't think you would ever see the animal Archon here. Like, what the hell? Literally. So, do I have to go meet him, or was that just an indication? Why would he say it like that? He's like, I think you know what I mean, but I kinda didn't. said I have to go to a ship. What did he mean? Like, when characters say stuff like that in game, it does make me wonder. I'm like, is that something I actually have to do, or is that just an indication? Because they hide secret cutscenes. And he was saying, I have to get back to meet someone. And he said secret ship, but out here there is no, like, dock areas. When you go back to Mondstadt, there really isn't. When you're actually in Liyue, though, there's all of this out here, and then the other ship I know is, like, over here. My Wave Rider's out there. Or that's the event for me to do it. So I'm not sure what he meant by that. See, that's what I mean. Like, sometimes characters, they say stuff like that where they're like, you'll come and meet me, right? And it's like, do I really have to do that? Or not? You see how confusing it is? Because sometimes I don't know if it's timed. Like, do I really have to go meet him? Or is it just him just saying that? Because what I would like to happen is if a character in-game gives you a hint like that, like, oh, I'm going to Stone Gate, you'll meet me later, right? And if you go there, you actually meet them for, like, a random event. Like, I kind of wish we had more random encounters with other characters in this game. Like, if they say something about going somewhere, you can actually physically go and actually meet them for a mini encounter that only happens on that day at that time. Like, if you go when they tell you, you actually get to actually meet them, not just have it just be words, you know? I think there are other games I play that actually really do have you meet other characters. If they say, oh, meet me by the river at 9 o'clock at night, and you go and they're really there. Like, and you get to have a little mini interaction. Like, a lot of the Tales games were really known for doing that. And there's some other games as well that would cause random chance encounters to happen.
Hey there! Excuse us, but is Saino at the Academia?
You two look familiar. Are you friends of Mahamatra Saino? I'm afraid he's out on a mission right now.
Damn it.
But if you'd like, I can pass whatever message you might have on to him.
We ran into this guy by the gates, and he seems really eager to speak with the mantra. It sounds like something urgent.
Oh? If you don't mind, why don't you tell me about it first? Siraj. Siraj. That name sounds familiar. Isn't he a Vahumana researcher?
Vahumana researcher?
Yes, one of their most renowned, in fact. I hear he's as daring as he is intelligent. There are rumors he'll become Vahumana's next sage. But please continue, good sir. What about Siraj?
He's a raving lunatic in the desert.
I want to report him for conducting a dangerous experiment. He kidnapped me, tied me up, and took me to that horrible cave. Experimental equipment everywhere. I ran as fast as I could, a little slower, and he would have caught me.
There's no rush. Please, take your time. What kind of experiments was he conducting? Where is this cave?
I don't remember.
Huh? You can't remember?
All I remember is Siraj walking towards me, and then my head started feeling weird. It's like a nightmare that I can't recall. I just know that that place is dangerous, and that they must be stopped. Oh, I heard they conduct business in the tavern. We have to hurry.
Even if what you say is... All right. I'll have some of my colleagues look into Siraj. But before that, I would like to administer the Matra lie detector test.
You think I'm lying?
Please don't take it the wrong way. This is just standard protocol. Sorry, but can you two wait out here a little while? We'll be back soon.
And then I bet you I'll run into Sino by waiting around here. Or, you know what? I think you run into Alhaitham, actually. I saw Sino's voice actor. He did videos on this, but, I didn't pay attention to them. I don't like to watch events that I haven't done yet. I told you it was Alhaitham.
Huh? Alhaitham?
Let me bring you up to speed. First things first, Ilyas passed the lie detector test. This indicates that what he said is highly credible. As such, we've decided to launch an investigation based on the leads he provided. Per protocol, this matter was reported to Acting Grand Sage Alhaitham. After hearing about it, he left a message for Mahamatra Saino and then asked to join the investigation.
Oh?
Huh. It's kinda for you to be working with the mantra. Is there a special reason?
You're overthinking things. My interest was piqued is all.
Whatever you say.
Really? I'm surprised you have this much free time. In that case, let's do it as well, shall we, Traveler?
It's already against protocol for Acting Grand Sage Alhaitham to participate in this investigation. As for you two... Oh, never mind. After all, you were the ones who brought Ilyas here. I'll allow you to accompany us, but you have to promise to keep everything confidential.
Don't you worry. Our lips are sealed.
Yeah, except for Paimon likes to blout out things all the damn time, so...
Alright, in that case, I'll fill you in on what we know so far. Ilyas claimed that Siraj will be conducting some business with a Kasharawar researcher at the tavern. This is one of his few clear memories. It seems he stumbled upon this information while escaping. Incidentally, Siraj isn't at the academia right now. He applied for long-term off-site research 1 month ago. It's close to the time that Ilyas had given. So we've decided to head to the tavern and investigate any suspicious persons.
That's right. Arav, prepare to head out. You two, do as you will.
Oh, come on! You said they were coming!
That word. I can't take that shit seriously. In my last video, I basically showed why. There's someone... Ooh, somebody on YouTube took clips of words of lines of phrases that Skara said, and they basically, because when you go to fight him for the very first time, he screams "come" at you, but he means like, you know, like "come to me, come fight me" bullshit. But he screams that word at you. Well, he doesn't scream it. He just says it affirmatively, and there's somebody who took that line and just put it at the end of every sentence he said, kind of like a parody. So when he's like, "You should be lucky to stand here," and then he would say "come," like, you know, like, stand here in front of me, and like, it was just somebody making a joke. And my mind is ruined, so like, every time I hear that word, that's what I hear, and I can't take it seriously. To give you a good example, though, just a short example of what I mean, something like this.
My cum! Who would have thought the world would be so eager for my cum?
See what I mean? They just put the word at the end of everything he says. It's like anything he says at all. They just put it at the end of every fucking sentence. Like for instance, you could say, "Oh, you think I've got a," and then they put the word at the end. Like, it's funny. Some people probably get mad at that stupid shit. Like, this would be funny too. It's like, "You're so happy just to see," and then they would put "come" at the end of it. How would I time that? How would you time that?
Know that wisdom cannot solve every problem. Like now, where your only option is to...
How would I time that? Why would I do that? Like, "You're so happy just to see," and then you'd play it.
You're so happy just to see the sound.
Yeah, there we go, I got it. You probably couldn't hear it, but I had it. Stop. I thought I shut it off, I didn't. I want this box under this water really quick. So yeah, so basically, now every time I hear that word, that's all I think of. That video had me literally dying. It's only like a 2-minute video, like 2 minutes and like 21 seconds. But it is hilarious. It really is, it's hilarious. Like, I was laughing so hard that my damn ribs were hurting because the muscles were pulling so tight in my stomach. I was laughing uncontrollably. You would have thought I was like psychotic. I couldn't take it shit seriously. I was literally having a breakdown. I don't know, like, there's even people in the comment section saying I feel stupid for laughing at this. Like, oh, I have such child humor, but it's fucking funny. It is funny, truly. If it's done correctly, that is.
We're here acting Grand Sage Alhaitham. What's our next course of action?
Like that one where he's like, "You should be so lucky to stand here," and what does he say, like, to come or something?
And speak with cum. It is an honor for you to be able to stand here and speak with me. Is it wise to force that childlike God into a divine
before that.
order for you to be able to stand here and come? It is an honor.
Yeah, it's funny.
Acting Grand Sage Alhaitham.
He's like, that's my name, don't wear it out.
Looks like you haven't read any memos lately.
He's like, you can't just go in there and start asking questions.
The new Academia decree clearly states that even a sage doesn't have the authority to interfere with the Matra's actions during an ongoing investigation. If your superior were here, he wouldn't be asking me what to do. Instead, he'd be telling me to stay out of the way.
You're right. Understood. Then please wait here as we lock down the perimeter and search for suspicious persons. Ilyas, please stay here. Acting Grand Sage Alhaitham, I'll have to trouble you with the protection of our primary witness.
Sure. Though I'd rather he just protect himself.
Alhaitham's like, I don't protect men, I protect women. And he pulls me. Don't look at me. Don't. Okay.
You're the same as ever. Casually ignoring people, just like you did back at our village.
Answering a simplistic question only enables the questioner. Besides, I need him to understand my position clearly.
What do you mean?
Arov has just as many doubts about my coming along as you do.
That word. That is one of the, like, it's like such a simple English word that is permanently ruined for me, just like the word daddy. Every time you hear that word, it's just, no. I refuse to say it, but I just did, but you know what I mean.
But unlike you two, he's making this matter more complicated than it is, with his considerations like the acting Grand Sage is trying to seize the Matra's powers.
I want to seize Sino's power, if you know what I mean.
That question was obviously bait. The Matra were once under the influence of the sages, and so were often subject to these bureaucratic traps. The test was strictly unnecessary, though. I hope that our exchange will assure him that I won't interfere with their work this time.
Why is this so complicated?
More complicated than my heart.
This is why I was against becoming the acting Grand Sage from the very first. Titles and rank inevitably make a lot of things more troublesome than usual.
I know that makes sense from the very first, but I think what he should have said is from the very first start, but okay.
Excuse me, acting Grand Sage Alhaitham.
Doesn't this rose look truly decadent as it twists and turns behind me? I mean...
I've had a question on my mind, and I need to know the answer no matter what. Have we met before?
No.
No. I have no recollection of ever meeting you.
I thought so too. I probably wouldn't have had anything to do with someone of your caliber.
Then why did you ask?
Because I want an excuse just to talk with you.
Well, for some reason I felt a sense of familiarity when I met you for the first time.
Really? A misperception, perhaps. Oh,
Acting Grand Sage Alhaitham, we've apprehended a suspect.
Siraj?
No, it's the Kasharawar researcher who has dealings with him. His name is Narendra.
Acting Sage Alhaitham? Wait, can someone please explain what's going on? I admit that I did steal some mechanical components from the lab and sell them, but does something like that really warrant the personal interest of the acting Grand Sage?
Hold on a minute. I do know that sometimes other main character voice actors will often voice NPCs, but his voice is so familiar to me, and I'm trying to fucking pinpoint it, and my mind is going completely blank. I know I've heard that voice before, because he has a certain break in the way that he talks. Who is it? Oh, Jesus Christ. There's someone who talks just like that. That's a main character. Oh, God. I can't remember who it is. Jesus.
What have I got myself into? I know I let greed get the best of me, but please, I promise that this won't ever happen again.
I know that voice. God, who is it? It's a male character who's a main character.
I would like to ask him a few questions.
Of course.
Do you know Siraj?
Yeah, that's the name of my buyer. He asked to make the transaction at the tavern, but he never showed up.
What were the details of this transaction?
He's doing some kind of experiment that seems to require many power generators and electrical components that can only be found in our project.
God, I know it's another main character, and I can't think of who the fuck it is. Because I remember they have a certain tone in their voice where it sounds kind of like breathish. Like if they don't say it quickly, they're gonna forget what they're saying. And it's from another main character who talks like that, and my mind is going horribly blank.
He contacted me in private and said that he'd pay a large sum of mora if I was willing to put some aside for him, under the pretense of them being defective parts. We had originally agreed to meet at the tavern earlier today to do the trade. I sure didn't expect to get stood up, or run into you all.
I know, it's another main character. Oh, Jesus Christ.
Perhaps Siraj was aware that Ilyas might leak information, so he intentionally didn't show up. Whatever the case, it seems that this lead ends here. The good news is, regardless of what Siraj was planning, his progress will now be severely hindered by a lack of power generators and electrical components. We still have time to conduct our investigation. Do you have any more questions for the suspect?
No, he's all yours. But I'd like to borrow Ilyas for a while.
Oh, that's fine. We conducted a comprehensive lie detection exam, which showed that he has a genuine case of amnesia. We're not planning to pursue any further breakthroughs on that front. However, I am curious, what do you need him for exactly?
I need him to fit into this jar and find an ancient snake inside.
I've read some papers regarding amnesia, and I'd like to try restoring his memories.
I see. We'll be returning to the academia then. I'll leave Ilyas in your care.
Follow me.
Oh my god. Damn it. Hold on. It's not Tainari. Gora! Now I know where I've heard that break in the voice before. Corey? Where the hell are you? Where are you? I need you to say anything.
Stay alert!
See, it's the same. It's you. It's fucking you. I knew I've heard that voice before. Fuck your flowers. No!
Siraj didn't show up at the tavern, and Narendra didn't give us any leads. Ugh, that means we're stuck.
Alhaitham would be like, not exactly.
Alhaitham, are you serious about seeing things through? I'm pretty surprised that you're this interested in the case.
I thought you would have guessed the reason by now.
Huh? Paimon has no clue. Hey, do you know?
Do you know Siraj?
Yes. We were classmates.
Oh, so that's why you asked to come along when Arav briefed you on the situation. So you're not here because you're interested in the case itself, but because you know the suspect?
You couldn't be further from the truth. But I wasn't expecting much from you to begin with.
What the fuck?
For the time being, all you need to know is that we were once classmates. I became the scribe afterwards while he continued his academic endeavors. He submitted a thesis 1 year ago, and the Grand Sage at the time asked for my opinion. I did not approve of it because it committed one of the 6 cardinal sins by touching upon human evolution.
You know, I saw a video where they said how Tevat has broken the 6 cardinal sins, but I didn't watch it.
From violating matters regarding human evolution to attempting the forbidden and fearing none, the 6 cardinal sins are the origin of all evil in this world. They are also what the sages use as a reference when formulating or amending the rules of the academia. My opinion was that Siraj's research was both overly naive and in violation of various core principles. The Grand Sage took some of my suggestions on board and ultimately decided to reject the application.
So that's why he's buying energy sources and electrical components.
He's most likely trying to circumvent the rules and conduct his experiment in secret.
That sounds super suspicious. Oh, we gotta stop him. Ilyas, can you try to remember things again? Maybe something new will pop up.
I'm sorry, but I've already tried many times. And no matter how hard I try, it feels like everything in my mind is shrouded in a thick mist.
It is possible for a person to subconsciously forget some of their memories as a defense mechanism against extreme stress. However, these memories aren't truly lost, but merely sealed away. They can be restored with the appropriate stimulus. Now, try to recall things you care about. They don't need to be related to this case.
Well, actually, I feel like I've forgotten more than just the memories of the time I was kidnapped and experimented on. the kind of person I am, the things I've done. I can remember some things, but I can't recall some others no matter how hard I try. But I do vaguely remember that there are two things that I have to do no matter what.
Do tell.
The first is to get my paycheck from the academia and give it to my younger sister in Gandharvaville. I'm not sure about the details, but it seems that I would send money to my younger sister every month to pay for family expenses.
And the second thing? What's the second thing?
I can't remember. Sorry, there's just so much I can't recall.
Not unexpected. However, you're the only one who has seen Suraj and knows the exact location of his cave at present. As such, we'll do everything we can to help you regain your memories.
Losing your memories must be really painful. But don't you worry, we'll help you get them all back.
Oh, thank you so much. This feeling, it's more than just pain. I don't know how to describe it. I have so few memories that I don't even have a clear idea of who I am. And my head's always ringing. It feels like I could faint at any moment. But amidst all that, it also feels like I've been set free somehow. Nevertheless, I have you all to thank for bringing me what clarity I do have right now. Now, I do remember that I worked part-time at a place in the academia called the Research Preparation Center. That's also where I got my monthly paycheck.
I see. In that case, let's go and find whoever's in charge there.
We're going on a chase. Gonna take me anywhere at all. Sometimes I wish I could be set free too. Anyway. The Abyss Order, yeah. You do know that Scar has been to the Abyss several times. The Abyss is an area in which our brother dwells. How come he can't just take us there? I want him to take me. Please, not in that way. Fuck shit. Is it like, how am I how? Yeah. Sorry, I'm so sorry. She didn't seem to mind. Who are you? What happened? My stomach, I'm hungry. No, she knows Tainari. Lady, I want to get in this water. Yes. This flower is even more pure than me. Alright, I need to figure out how to get... This is an actual walkway? What the fuck? I think it is. It is in here. I just noticed there's... Do you see this? There's symbols of like what appears to be different types of creatures on the wall. Like above the doors, those little blue circles. I can't tell what that one is. That one looks like a... maybe like a tiger or a lion. This one's obviously a peacock. That one is like another bird. That one is really hard to tell what it could be. And that one there is like Sands of Time Snake. I don't know. I never noticed that before, and I've been in here before. Is it really in here? Ooh. I am quite fascinated with the decor in this room. I like lanterns and stuff, so. It's kind of funny. I actually have a mosaic lantern, and every time I look at it, it reminds me of Sumeru. I even have some pants that have designs that are like blue and green, the same color and the same patterns. And I even have a bag that has similar patterns. So like a lot of my clothing that I have already is very Sumeru-like, which is why I like this region so much. Like I literally have lamps that they don't look like this, but they have similar colors.
Acting Grand Sage Alhaitham. I've sent this period's research expenses report to your office. Have you taken a look? Are there any issues with it?
I did. Recent research expenses have decreased quite a bit compared to past figures.
Yes, though that is primarily because there are fewer scholars with research needs. But that can be a rather convoluted topic. Might I ask why you are here today?
I believe you know this individual. His name is Ilias. He worked part-time here, and he's here for his paycheck.
Oh, yes, of course. Though, Ilias, where have you been these past few days? That was our busy period, but then you disappeared without a word. Everyone had to pick up the slack.
I'm sorry, something unexpected came up. But I know I've caused trouble for everyone. Is there anything I can do to make up for it?
The other researchers have more or less finished your share of the work. However, there is one thing that is yet to be settled. Do you remember Chandra? You were in charge of following up on his off-site research application. He retracted his application a few days ago and canceled his off-site project. He's the 12th person to retract a research application this month. I'd like you to ask him why he did that. Chandra is probably having coffee at this hour, so you can find him at the cafe.
Understood. Then, about my paycheck.
I'll pay you in full once you return. However, make sure you don't disappear without saying anything again. Be considerate to your colleagues and give them some forewarning at least.
Come on, the guy was kidnapped, but he can't tell him that, can he?
Is this acceptable, Acting Grand Sage Alhaitham?
I have no objections.
Oh my god. Can she climb this? I mean, I cheesed it. I don't think that's how you're supposed to do that. That ain't at all how that's supposed to work. Oh no. Sounded like she said, please show me your credentials, as I was literally leaving. Yeah, so my game loads funny, so that's why when I come into an area, I will usually stop and stand around for a minute to let it load. It's not fully loaded yet. There it goes. Oh, she can climb it. Oh, shit. Okay, hold on. Hold on. Yeah, looming, whatever you call that. Do that. You know, if I really wanted to get up there so badly, all I would have to do is this. Come on.
The wind rises.
Oh my god. Gonna slide.
Ilias? Long time no see. What can I do for you?
I heard that you canceled your research project, so I'm just here to ask you why.
Oh, that. It's really nothing special. I just don't feel like going anymore. I'm not the only one who canceled, right? I mean, people have had no motivation to conduct research lately, haven't they?
No motivation to conduct research?
Yeah. Say, who might you be? You look sort of familiar.
Oh, don't mind me. Please, continue.
Well, with the downfall of the sages not long ago, many of the projects that they led were put on hold while they were being investigated. With the situation being so volatile, people are picking up random things to do to kill time. No one wants to risk starting any new research until it's clear how things will pan out in the future.
When you say how things will pan out, you actually mean what the new sages would have interest in, right?
Wow, talk about blunt. But that isn't the only reason for the lack of motivation to start new research.
So what are the other reasons?
Well, because the Akasha terminal shut down. I'm sure you're all aware that we require all kinds of knowledge to perform any of the research we do. Back then, the Akasha would respond to any of our requests for the knowledge we needed. It was beyond convenient. We didn't have to spend an extended amount of time studying, so we were able to immediately run various tests and experiments.
I see.
You get it, right? After having had a taste of something so amazing, who can be bothered to manually sift through data and files ever again? There are only a handful of people at the academia who are starting new projects or performing research. Most people are like me, waiting for a recognized researcher to start a project before immediately applying to join. Although our names will be further down in the paper, we'll have a much easier time. We don't have to do most of the mental heavy lifting. All we have to do is focus on our assigned tasks.
Uh-oh.
Ilias? What's wrong?
They're ringing.
My head! It hurts!
Oh, he's gonna pass the hell out. I think that's a side effect of the Akasha terminal.
I remember what Siraj said to me as he approached. You will become Siraj number 36. Fuse yourself with a consciousness under my control. Think only in accordance with a set module. Like a worker bee in a beehive.
Paimon doesn't get it. What does it even mean?
It's what Siraj was researching, and the topic of the thesis he had submitted. Collective consciousness and the path of evolution.
Collective consciousness.
Siraj believed that by achieving 3 objectives, he could create a collective consciousness in human society and drive humans toward their ultimate evolution. First, he would rank test subjects in descending order of ability, with number 1 serving as the overmind. This overmind would then divide tasks into numerous modules and delegate them to the collective's members based on their assigned number. Lastly, members would share their memories and emotions to facilitate the rapid exchange of information within the collective.
Paimon still doesn't get it. What's the point of all that?
Think of it as linking many minds together and tailoring a given mind's assigned work based on its compatibility. Eventually, everyone's minds will be consolidated into a new form of existence that is both an individual and an organization. Siraj believes this collective consciousness is superior to individual humans.
Whoa. Squishing a whole bunch of people together? Paimon thinks that sounds horrible.
It's just as Alhaitham said. Siraj gave all the test subjects different numbers. Bigger numbers meant you had a lower rank, so your assigned tasks were less complex, such as being responsible for everyone's basic needs. Smaller numbers were ranked higher, so you'd be given more complex assignments like planning for the future. Siraj referred to me as number 36, and I think that was a low-ranking number. I also recall that Siraj said his plan was proceeding very quickly, and that the hive would soon be complete.
Oh no, then we gotta hurry! We have to stop it before it's complete!
I tried my best, but that's all I can remember. I still can't recall where the cave is. I'm really sorry.
Take your time. You'll eventually remember it all. However, something doesn't seem right. Some details don't add up.
What's off?
You were only designated as number 36? What a shame. From what I can see, your talents merit a smaller number.
I'm not sure what Siraj's numbering system is based on. Anyway, we're done here. Let's go.
Please, wait. I heard you all talking about Siraj just now. Are you looking for him?
Huh? Do you know something?
Well, Siraj is pretty popular as of late. I heard he's gained recognition from a lot of well-known researchers. Supposedly, he's a strong contender for being one of the next sages. There are many who would give up everything to be a part of his research team. I'm nothing special though, so I doubt I'd get the opportunity. That said, I do know a researcher who received an invitation from Siraj but declined it. Her name is Janaki. If you're interested, you can try to find her. She's usually reading at the pavilion in the garden.
Like how everybody just knows everything about everyone here. Like, oh, they go for a walk at 2 o'clock every day. It's like, what the fuck? Do people not have any privacy in this world? Or this city? Jesus. That's like me saying, oh, John down the hall takes a shit every day at 3 a.m. Like, you know what I mean? Oh, God. Like Looming sprints up to the sanctuary every day. Every day at 5. I think the only time you would know something like that about somebody is if you see them do them. Like, oh, Sarah takes her dog every day at 6. Like, you would know if you see her. Like, if you live next to her or something. Then that's the only type of information I can understand somebody knowing about someone else. Oh my God. Hey, lady.
Are you Janaki? We'd like to ask you a couple of things about Siraj.
Watch her be like, oh my God. What was that?
Ilias? Do you know me? I'm sorry, but I don't recognize you.
Are you playing dumb with me?
No, I'm not. I actually have amnesia, so I've lost a lot of my memories.
And? Are you trying to say that I should forgive you just because you've forgotten what you've done? Or are you using the acting grand sage as backup to settle things with me? The two biggest loners teaming up. What a terrible thought.
That's enough. There seems to be a dispute between the two of you, but I have no interest in that. I heard that Siraj once invited you to join his project. Is that true?
So, what if it is? Siraj did extend an invitation to me, and I was also interested in his project. I think it was about collective consciousness or something. Anyway, he said that I could be number 45. I refused because I thought that rank was too low. No one wants to be placed at the bottom. Certainly not me.
Ilias is number 36, and Janaki was supposed to be number 45. Ugh. Just how many people did Siraj have as Alhaitham?
Tell me, did Siraj tell you how he assigned numbers?
Yeah. Remember how the sages took advantage of the Akasha and extracted Yana energy from our heads back then? They left a document that records the amount of Yana energy that the Akasha had extracted from each person. I don't know how Siraj got his hands on that document, but he used it as the basis for his numbering system.
Oh no.
I see. He believes that this data can be used to evaluate a person's computing power.
Is it true though?
Putting aside the validity of the data, it is meaningless to judge individuals based solely on their jnana energy. At most, jnana energy can only be seen as representing a portion of a person's abilities. Humans are complicated beings, so it is impossible to evaluate them using a single criterion.
See? I knew I couldn't have only been ranked as 45.
What else do you know about Siraj?
That's it. He came to me, I refused, and that was the end of it. Is there anything else you needed? If not, I'm out of here. I've had enough of this eyesore.
Please wait, I still want to know what I did in the past.
You really forgot?
I swear, I don't remember anything.
Paimon can vouch for him. The mantra also said that he truly lost his memories.
I see. You know what? It's better this way. I get angry just thinking about it. So I really don't have the patience to fill you in. All you need to know is that you got a lot of people in trouble back then, including me. That's all I have to say. Goodbye.
And she's gone. She doesn't seem to like you very much. Do you really not remember anything?
I really don't. But after she said that, I've had this heavy feeling in my chest. I guess I did something really horrible.
Do you want to remember?
Huh?
Even though you're a witness against Siraj in this case, you've also lost your memory. No one can force you to remember if you don't want to. Even if you manage to remember, all you would need to do is feign ignorance and tell us that you tried the best you could, but to no avail.
I'm not sure what to do. Like I said before, for some reason I felt a sense of freedom when I realized I had lost my memories. But I feel like I shouldn't be allowed to go free so easily. I still want to remember everything. What should I do?
I can look up your file. Something that caused trouble for a lot of people in the past must be on file somewhere. Would you like me to look into it?
Yes, please.
All right. Then let's return to the House of Dana. We've spent enough time here, and you should go and get your paycheck.
Dashing around everywhere. I need to go down. Well, I can't really drop from here. Damn it, it's that door again. They're probably like, why is she just sprinting through our building? Is there a way to get up there? I mean, even if I was to use Scar, he can't get that high. Wow. That's mesmerizing, huh? Anyway, before I put you in a trance, keep moving. Let's see. Like how she turned and looked at me this time, but last time when I came through here, she didn't. And I was gonna say something about that. I was like, she didn't look at me. You can't even climb the walls in here, can you? No, you can't. I think that's because they don't want you getting up there. But I'm sure, maybe. I probably could, but then again, judging from how everything is shaped, I probably wouldn't be able to get the characters around it, because I could use Albedo to lift. And put Skara on the flower to fly up higher, but...
Let's split up for now.
They wouldn't let me do
Ilias, you go and deal with that. The rest of you, come to the archives with me. We'll meet back here later and then head over to Gandharvaville.
Okay. Thank you all so much.
Relax, Ilias. Being nervous accomplishes nothing.
That's true. I'm ready. No matter what I've done, I'm ready to face it.
Are you sure, Ella?
I'll also try my best to remember anything else related to Siraj. We'll put an end to all of this.
I'm holding you to that.
I'll see you later. I like how it's like ride the elevator. It's like, yeah. Oh, circulated. How high up do I have to go? Oh God. Oh. What is that? Am I supposed to be going this high? Ooh. Oh yeah, this is the room I was in when he freaked out on me. I thought it looked familiar. This room is interesting. Look at this fucking thing.